Today na the 6th day of July 2022. We did do a follow-up of waiting, I think say, don't be the climax of this particular week. But Salon Police pull a press release. When at that press release day, we want come lay na table. But small update today concerning the things them will happen today. Today, the presidential spokesperson binde na radio demo binde na AYV Yusuf Keke Toma. Beaucoup de we Lamrana amphibian try for squeeze them out of him. One major one where they trend right now, we na Usai Fibian Askansi, not as a presidential spokesperson, but dear Yusuf Kekotoma, being in Sierra Leone as a Sierra Leonean living in Sierra Leone right now. Are you comfortable? Was the question. You would have watched that video then. There, with presidential spokesperson, it be answer the question where they ask him. If you don't watch the video, you as a Sierra Leonean, in Sierra Leone, are you comfortable? I'm Mr. Presidential Spokesperson. It go in England, it go in America, it go in Rwanda, it go. A answer for we in advance. Okay. Inti in no answer for we already. Friday. Ugo can't answer for we safe na ya. But in the answer for we don't know. He say no matter how I person day. We ask that question day. He go tell you say he not comfortable. And the presidential spokesperson. Na him talk am. I see a lot of people at the comment section, they say he no answer am. He no answer am. Okay. You know, answer the question, eh? That's what I say. Well, I think because of that one day, now he make himself go na in page, he go share the entire link. Okay. Tomorrow self, no. Zakama Nabi say he answered the question. Eh? Right. Yeah, he answered the question in your own way. Another question was asked. Because now they I want let me premise to waiting we they can talk now with Salon Police in release. Another question was asked. Waiting na this question. Will Lamrana be asked him? Now I want come bring come. And say the question na be no or yes. Yes or no. Well, now very. There is nothing more than very. Also, Leokaya. This is not the question where Lamrana be asked Yusuf Keketoma. Yeah? And the question is
We need to take messages, but I want to ask you this quickly. Is the president concerned about current human rights issues, specifically the police and the Inspector General of Police? Let me read quickly what the UN Special Rapporteur on Freedom of Assembly and Freedom of Association says. And in his tweets, he said, "I'm concerned about reports related to yesterday's arrest and detention by police of a number of people, mainly women, who demonstrated against the cost of living. I urge the states to immediately release those detained and to guarantee their access to justice. I remind the government of its obligation to guarantee the right to peaceful assembly, whether planned or spontaneous, and regardless of the organizers' registration status, authorities should facilitate peaceful assemblies."
I mean, it's unfortunate with the UN rapporteur because he's speaking out of context. He's not inside, does not understand our laws and nothing. You just don't get spontaneous protests. That is not what our law says. So when he talks about spontaneous protests, it's just probably unfortunate.
So is the president concerned about these things that are happening globally?
No.
This is at the UN level.
But that's what I'm saying. But even at the UN level, it is also important that he has to brief himself properly. He has to understand about asylum and the context. It's not just to write on Twitter. That is not enough. He has to know about our laws. He has to make sure he educates himself. Okay, people in asylum do not do spontaneous protests. Our law is clear. The Public Order Act of 1965, Section 17, subsection 1 is very clear that when you want to do a procession, you give notification to the police, and the police by subsection 2 of Section 17, the police, the IG, would have to reply to you to either disallow the protest or allow the protest and gives you conditions. Those are conditions which must be met. And therefore, if you, as a citizen, you understand our law, you know what is operating, you will not just go to the street and then you protest, because this is law and order. This is about law enforcement. And also, at the same time, it also means that even if you write to the police, okay, you also have to ensure that you wait for the response of the police. Because that is what subsection 2 of Section 17 is saying, that you wait for either the IG to either disallow or allow it on the condition set on the basis of public interest.
There has been call for the president to relieve the IG, calls for him to even resign. Is the president satisfied with the work of the police, of law enforcement, especially by the police? Is he satisfied?
Asylum police is an institution, okay? It is not a asylum police created under SLPP. They have institutional challenges, okay? There are different ways they would approach human rights, okay? There are different ways they would approach law and order. But it's an institution which is also reforming. They are doing trainings, okay? And it's the same asylum police also. You have police officers most times who are also at the end of citizens. Sometimes you see normally videos of police officers who get attacked and everything. So it's a difficult job. Do I think Sierra Leone police would obviously need to do more for human rights? Of course, yes.
Is the president satisfied so far with human rights issues within the police and the work of the way the IGP that he appointed is dispensing his work?
Well, there have been concerns.
From the presidency?
Yeah, of course there have been concerns.
Okay.
Concerns about human rights, okay? About, obviously, what could be done better and the aspirations and what we're doing, okay? But let me tell you, where the police is now and what they're doing now, okay? It's an institution that all of us have to support. Because at the end of the day, police is about law enforcement agency. Police is about law and order, okay? Yes, I mean, for many people, okay, they have opinions about the IG. But I'll always say again, to be the IG of police at times like it's a difficult job, it's challenging. Okay. Because at the end of the day, okay, when, as an IG, you see, for instance, videos of police officers being attacked by citizens, okay? It goes to your core, because these are people you have a responsibility of, okay? So the point I'm saying is,
challenging as it seems, it's still not rocket science. The concerns that have been coming up by the public is the institutions responsible for policing the police itself. And I know, yes, the police is under the office of the vice president, but at the presidency, are there efforts to pay attention to this and get the right institutions in charge of policing the police to effectively do their work? Because in as much as you make references of, police officers who have been assaulted, if you're doing a ratio, there are less of those as compared to instances, videos of police using excessive force on citizens.
But that's what I'm saying. The police is an institution. It was not created under SLPP.
What are the efforts of the presidency?
No, I'm coming. Let me build the foundation. It was not created under SLPP. It has been in existence for years. Under the APC, we had lots of things that police were doing and everything. But the point I am saying is, are there been concerns about the way they execute human rights issues? Of course, yes. And are those concerns be taken into consideration? Of course, yes. There is the police council. They look at all about those things. When there are allegations, we have the Independent Police Complaints Board. They look into these investigations, you know. But these are challenging times. Okay. And that is why I was saying, okay, that even us as citizens, we also have to make sure that we respect the law and order.
Let's take
we support investigations, you know. But these are
yes. Hey, Salon. You know, the presidential spokesperson. When Lamrana tried for quote within the UN rapporteur on freedom of speech, say, in Twitter feed, he sent a low jab on the man. He said the man no sabi with constitution. He said the man no sabi with constitution. He take him further say, he no go just sit down at Twitter and write. But if he be say, he be sit down at Twitter and write and praise this administration, he no go say enough for just sit down there and write. Let can understand what thing we they go through. If not been praised, he been praised them. But because the man raised concern, Lamgana they even tell us about this now. So the level of UN now. Now he lick come back other one. Say in Sierra Leone, we know they get spontaneous protest. Yeah. So we know they get some, or it is not allowed. Now that they want to try for say na salon, we know they allow spontaneous protest. You know, just grab one money, check, pop, you go protest. Is that what he's trying to say? Because he say the man not even understand. Say in a salon, we know they get spontaneous. We know they get her. We know they get her. Or now we know they allow them for happen. Now we know they allow them for happen. I did tell Nana the other day what I say salon constitution. But wait first back. 1965. When I ain't old, what happened to 1991? I thought 1965, 1991, don't repeal and replace her. So why are we still going back to 1965 Public Order Act? Yes, the previous administration used them. If not, you want for us. Yes, then use her. And they want back go use her as then they use her so. Hey, Papa God. I say if the UN repertoire, if you mean tweet say President Biya is doing a good job. Now if for be the quota now say, look what in the UN repertoire talk. He say President Biya they do a good job. Now where the man question, he say the man not afraid, the man not get knowledge of what he they talk. Because the question, he not get knowledge. But if you be say, ye dominion, ye. He say in Sierra Leone, we know they get spontaneous protest. Because waiting do, you supposed for right to the IG. And first of all, not to IG they yanda if na the 1965. Now in the one quote, not to IG Didi, not to Inspector General of Police Didi. It's a police commissioner. Right, and Inspector General of Police we get. But then the quote for in 1965 Public Order Act. Previous administration do am, this administration they do am. Say go. Somebody go say, oh well, if they want and they we be done there, then we don't change them. Then why ya no for be they use them. But you forget back say they were saying a new direction. They were saying a new direction. So if a new direction, they not begin tell me say if they want they not do well. What's in the one they not do? They want for don't do it. Just like way they pull the criminal libel law, just like way what again they do? They will pull the death penalty. So this back, then for able say no wetin, we don't repeal, we don't replace, nobody not for go under back again. Not so. But no. And definitely, we not go get spontaneous because of how the 1965 Public Order Act day, we say you for right to the police commissioner, then you wait for reply. Né? Why they talk now the other they say Supreme Court need for explain to we this. Let we understand a proper one. Yeah, people and they say, oh, would I say control the Supreme Court? My dear, let them explain to me. At least we get order for court. At least we get order for court. Eh? Now, the presidential spokesperson, they talk on behalf of the police. They say then they attack police. Not true. But I'm not standing there attack police. Police is a dangerous job. Across the world, not to Salon no more. But I'm not standing there. Not to tell you say police all 10 force. Where you gonna market police? They all kin. They beat people them. Police get right to beat person. Then they in at the norm of the day. Eh? Police get right to beat person. He said for let the man sit down at Twitter no man right, you know enough. You need for go understand what's in at the ground. Now I make this morning on that interview day where he talk say, oh, all the accolades where presidents build they get. Eh? Where he go so now so then they talk highly of him. Me brother. Not too long ago. Eh? Before them pull the chief minister come out na status. All team be come on a do. Where them be the hire people then even na the UK. For rights good, but the president. So now the public relation handle, the international handle, where then they go and write about the president. Where not just a PR, not just a publicity stunt. So like how you self say, the UN repertoire, eh? Indeed for waiting, for no we laws, we self like how you they talk say, all them accolades of the president they get, let them come a salon. Let them come a salon. Let anybody go do survey right now in a salon. I say salon. Let them go do survey. Let them ask people them. and you go get the answer. You know how let them do that? Watch talk to the camera. Watch talk to the camera. You go get the answer. So all this one way, every time when I tell you so they don't make and this, they don't make and that, because you people are paying money. When they pay money, we don't come on and doing. For then they write good about the president. For then they write good about the president. Okay. So that one day, when I not give you, because as it is right now, tin money na salon. And you where the can't tell me say, even na the state na a big na salon na they talk about. When I want compare bad, when I begin count the state and other side. When you want compare good, you say not compare salon with Dandy. So not count Dandy for me. Yeah? Now salon me they talk about, now I mean interested pa. Salon police don't release them a kitum and them or them protesters them today. And then get word for we all. Let me listen. Salon police press release. Una we den at the public. Una go member say the weekend of the 2nd and the 3rd July 2022. Hey, Papa God, I'm tired. Salon police said, like this English. Social media were awash with video, audio, and text message about planned demonstration in Sierra Leone. So, Salon police say the weekend of the 2nd and the 3rd, na social media okay. First of all, your New Year. Because as soon as you talk, see, you, Mr. I don't know if I'm moderator, you are right, or you see mediator. Who they mediate to Unaya? Alright. You misbehave one more time, you'll be corrected. Eh? There you go. You misbehave one more time. You sabi yourself. I need to call your name self. But you misbehave one more time. You say mediator. I don't know who that na the mediator na ya. But there you go. Social media been the flood boku video, audio, and text message about planned demonstration na salon where they say for be happen on the 4th of July 2022. You know why make Salon police say planned demonstration? Now for back waiting the presidential spokesperson say in Sierra Leone, people them not just they do spontaneous demonstration. They're not just they do spontaneous. So they made them put there and say planned demonstration. That's what I think. Yeah? That's what I think. But Lord, you go no more. We'll find out. Salon police say, but it's not a secret. For say some of the text, the video, and the audio message, then be the threatening for waiting for kill drivers, motorcyclists, police officers, and soldier them. I talk and I. I know they try for say, because Salon police then get their own intelligence. So maybe they offer now the language and the offer of this particular one. But me Tripoli, that audio where Salon police they quote every time and again now, where they ask the CID boss yesterday. Now the same audio they talk about. But we know say not two separate one, bo. The one with the woman they be the plan. With the one with that whoever that person they be, where you can talk. Now two different one. Salon police for concern for fender person they we make that audio. Then for Fena. Then for Fena, they not just for left and so, they try for catcher under the woman in demonstration who they want demonstrate. Now two different one day. That audio they speak specifically to bike riders them. This particular one for the woman them, but when the young people in Komot Nado, they say na thugs them. When the young people in Komot Nado, they say na thugs them. Now we mama they want Komot Nado, they say na lawlessness, na big woman big fool them. So who is gonna speak up? Who that go talk now? Okay. But this one way Salon police, they try for mix them two. No. Salon police, una offend the person who do the audio. Una offend them. We don't need that kind of a person there for they go around. When something go happen, it make back all the audio, then just they use dandy. No. Alright. Now they go. So Salon police say, from waiting they don't talk so about person one for kill driver, motorcycle, police officer, and anything in there. The management of Salon police been pull out a press release where be clearly state say nobody, you know mortal man o, you one come out na do, na group na one group for come na do, they no give permission to nobody for come na do and demonstrate on the 4th of July 2022. Inside that press release day, they say organizing or participating in any unauthorized demonstration, they contravene, they go against what's they inside the Public Order Act of 1965. Hey. Papa God. 1965. 1965, they make with people and say how for doom. 2022. 1965 repealed and replaced 1991. 30 days would go 1965. So we not repeal and replace them. If you come out Nado, you don't go against that Public Order Act. When I be one party that 10 day, then they still use them. Alright, there we go. The Salon police go elect for inform the public for say, par all when them pull a press release, some protesters them, then jump na streets. Na Freetown, na Lunge, na Putloko, na Mile 91, and Maboka. You say they jump na streets? La go over again back. Freetown, Lunge, Putloko, Mile 91, Maboka. Salon police say, na then jump na streets. All the other side them, then them behave. Them behave. Okay. I self one for agree with me say, they need for fend the person we do that audio. Of course. Me from Saturday night, I don't the talker. From where somebody send me that audio, they were listening. I don't the talker. I don't the talker. Say, they need for fend the person we do the audio. But this one where they want for majam to then woman and protest, no. They need for fena. They need for fena. Saturday night, I now ask again, what thing happen with that chairman? They say na kono. We say if no matter anybody will say no matter 2023, they will do that sign on my neck. We don't know what the sign mean. We don't know what it mean. Okay. But how we go? Yeah? Salon police say, Paolo ne tell enough for Komoto. Freetown, Lunge, Potroko, 91. Maboka. Then jump in the streets. Where the police began for arrest a total number of 57 of them protesters then day. 57. Yesterday, when they asked the boss for CID, he said a couple of people. But today, we don't know the amount. Now 57, yeah? They arrest her. Then be do them based on the following. A. Them protesters here we jump in the streets. They not get permission from the Inspector General of Police for come on the street and demonstrate. Salon police they tell you to make they arrest the people them. A. They say they can a street where they not get permission for can a street and demonstrate. B. They say they arrest them because they want to preserve the protesters' their safety. You hear me? They arrest them because they want to preserve their safety. Papa God help we. Okay. So not so bad than do. Because they say likely hoodlums and miscreants go on for come inside the demonstration and hijack them. You dey hear me? They keep them for their safety because most likely hoodlums, miscreants go on for jump inside the demonstration and hijack them. So what is Salon police do? Salon police begin for arrest the one them where they demonstrate for their own safety. Make hoodlums they not can hijack the demonstration. It makes sense to you? I hope so. Because it makes sense to Salon Police. Now I make the right time. Eh? They say what to make them do because that audio, it can't go back to the audio. Eh? Serious threat of killing people. Then be already they make on a social media. Eh? Because of this. Okay. Alright. So now for the people in safety. Now I make. Oh, well, now we understand why make by Kisigo the being gone. Eh? Where the police officer Kandoni Mutkai tell the woman and say, Una come, una allow we go la go give una paper. Eh? The woman in back, they don't understand. They just say, yes, una, low follow there, low go. Low go take the paper for demonstrate. Who side they end up? And then picture the watch so now. Eh? Then go take paper for demonstrate. So Salon Police say, and keep them for their own safety. Since somebody be don't make audio say in go kill person. So now, Salon Police take furthermore with the engagement of Madam Femi Claudius and Dr. Dennis Bright. Eh? Okay. So, Salon Police say, Madam Femi Claudius and Dr. Dennis Bright, they arrest them and detain them for incitement. Incitement. And they arrest them and detain them for. Who side and detain them? Now CID. And then they happen on the 3rd of July 2022. Then say they arrest, they do them because after repeatedly, over and over, then don't caution them. Make them be law abiding. And also make them 2 people here maintain the peace at all times. I say, Dr. Dennis Bright and Madam Femi Claudius Kolata 2 hours. Then 2 years. Then 2 years. Then they arrest one and left one. Then they arrest one and left one. So Salon Police say, repeatedly they don't caution them 2 people here say, let them try for be law abiding citizens then at the country and make them maintain the peace at all times. So Madam Femi Claudius School. Dr. Sylvia Blyden. They maintain peace. They not be law and abiding citizens them, Law abiding citizens them. Okay. Well, una 2. Okay, there we go. Salon Police say, for the records, for the records, during the midterm census, now then 2 people here. So, then we don't, una be feel say, Salon Police forget about tuna, what tuna do for that midterm census? Okay. Then they remind you now. They say for the record, during the midterm census, then 2 people here. Publicly. They say that they come and do. And they incite people them. May they not participate in the process. For waiting. For make them count there. Count me, not count me. No problem. Then they be Madam Femi Claudius School. You don't talk that thing. You count me, not count me, no problem. Salon Police say that 10 day, where count me, not count me, no problem. Remember, as Madam Femi come out, I think one interview be come on. And then whisk come, then go to. Dr. Dennis Bright, where away himself, then go to himself. Then go to there. Then say that particular attendee, then be invite them na CID for interrogation. Then say after they invite them na CID for that interrogation day, then be later caution them and then release them. So then caution them and then release them. Count me, not a problem. Now that attendee. So now caution them, me caution them. Okay. On another occasion, Salon Police will remind you. On another occasion, they invite Dr. Dennis Bright for kind of CID. Yeah. Ataya. Usai, then be interrogate him, then caution him, and then release him. What thinking? Something okay. Release. Okay. All right. They say on that occasion day, now that video where them be see, where Dr. Dennis Bright be they address some marshals them. You know say marshals them, na security guard them where political party then get. But Salon Police be don't frown at marshals them, and then we don't want political party them. Don't forget nobody win a marshal. Then we don't ban them. And say they don't want them fail. If political party want security, make it go to Salon Police, then go provide for them. But for make political party, they say they get their own security people them. What they call marshal, they not agree. The bikers then they get marshal. What bikers please, then I for collect money from them by command. So then they own. Then get understanding. You know, say the traffic division. They know how the game they play. So let's continue no more. Yeah? Then say, now that send they would see them for that video they talk to marshals them. And then be call them. And in case you want forget, then they remind you say, this now be the term for that word 156 Koya by election. And then we call them, interrogate them, then question them, then release them. Similarly, Madam Femi Claudius called, then see him in the company of some woman them. Like I can say so, na 3 strike. Now Dr. Dennis Bright don't get. This is the 3rd strike. Okay. Similarly, then see Madam Femi Claudius call na the company of some woman them. Where then they prepare placards. Then they rehearse songs them. And then they issue out threats against the police and the military. Waiting at the threat, if you not see that video, one woman sit down at the table, they talk, say, when the first woman don't talk down, the other woman talk, say, that day they would come out. If they run after we they run after them back. If they come after we go come after them back. So now that one day, now in Salon Police, they talk about, say then they issue out threats against the police and the military. Okay. Salon Police say the person talk that word there if then disallowed, then unauthorized July 4th planned demonstration. If anybody pada video di. Na biso then see. Okay. Anyway, let's continue. Despite all what thing I don't explain to you, so we Salon Police will make me and you know. Despite all that, the management of the Sierra Leone Police don't agree on the following. Management don't agree. Okay, this one enough for there. Wait, now wait me small. La police seed me or whatever. Enough for there. I think that the wrong side can post 20 post. The management of Sierra Leone Police don't agree for the following. 1. For caution the unconditionally release of all the protesters them will then be arrested on Monday, July 4th. Wait, so from I begin talk now, I don't see anybody they give star. Waiting they go on. Where my stars at? When I say I know. Okay. I they continue. The unconditionally release of all the protesters then will then be arrested on Monday, the 4th of July. Because waiting do, then consider them first time offenders. The stars they don't begin can. That's what I'm talking about. I just want to left and so no more. Okay. Waiting. We say not to say them carefully they listen. I made them forget to forgive the stars there. I need the stars very soon. There is nothing more than very. That's what I'm talking about. Now the stars are coming. I want to see star by your name. I want to see stars by your name, please. Nothing more than very, because very soon, let the stars keep coming. Thank you. Now they make me day. That's what I'm talking about. How they do a small, do ya? Good. I like that. I need to see comment safe now. No, just the stars that they see. Alright. No condition and no key. None. They left the all. Because Salon Police consider this, but they on my hand at the first day. Wait, then do this thing. Then say they already don't achieve this. They've KT. Kudos to you. They already don't achieve this. Then I waiting for caution them and release them. Thank you, guys. Thank you. 2, very important. Pay attention now. Then go also release Madam Femi Claudius Cole and Dr. Dennis Bright. Then go also, the first one, they don't caution and they don't release. The second one, then go release. You hear? Then go release Madam Femi Claudius Cole and Dr. Dennis Bright. But, you get but. We all now for warn them. They should be warned. By who? But they should be warned. Uda for one, tattoo an hour, then 2 years. Madam Femi Claudius School and Dr. Dennis Bright. Uda for one them. Now we? Eh? Okay. You want to know? They should be warned for the report na CID headquarter. Okay. We go release Madam Femi Claudius School and Dr. Dennis Bright. But they supposed for the report na CID headquarter. Until otherwise, then pull the case or any other determination where them go make. Salon police. Makale Kamara say 1 cent stars, but you know Sabia for Duam. Una sure no? Una sure and do ya? Because I want sister near Makale in name. Now the condition this so. Then for the report na CID headquarters until then throw away the case or any other determination where they make by the case. Alright. Luna don't get hook. You sign out to yourself say you want for send stars, but you know sabi. Una show they know. Una don't get hook. Tattoo ewa. Madam Femi and Dr. Bright. And the word of that too. And the word of that. You say, una get for the go na CID. Una get for go na CID o. Alright. So, una they left them. But una not left them. Not so. Then they go sleep na the house. But they never can report back. Alright. Everyone is therefore encouraged to be law-abiding, peaceful, and make una go about una normal, lawful business. So you get unlawful business, Salon police need talk to you. He say, then they encourage everybody for go about your business peacefully. But now that business, when a lawful business, if you now unlawful business you they do, remember, he talk to you. Okay. Be assured. For say, Salon police go continue for serve you better. Hey! Hallelujah! Alhamdulillah. Be assured. Say Salon police go continue for serve you better. Alright. It left to you. But Salon police one for like you get the full assurance. Say then go continue for serve you. Better one. And a good better. La lo. Now vex bo. Vex pa me for. I just dey interpret for you. I I just dey bring and come to you the understanding according to the accordance. Okay. This one they come up from the Media and Public Relations Department, Sierra Leone Police. All right. So, now this Salon Police want make we know. Oh, count to the mommy. Oh, wait till me go talk on how the mommy. We himself get something for say. You know, mommy had the talk. The mommy is safe. Doctor Sylvia Olainka Blinding. OOR. I love the vocal. No. Thanks to Salon Police for releasing the ordinary woman them. We not sabi nothing but the law. But somebody now mislead them. That's what the mommy say. Thanks to Salon Police because they released the ordinary human them. We not sabi the law, but person be mislead them. We don't another person the way mislead them umayaba. Who da? Okay. Alfred Commander S. Squire, na a lawyer and a human rights activist, a human rights lawyer in a salon. Now him be joined again by this LJ in case. So under Usai Dr. Sylvia Blinding tell Latin Kide at the comment section, he say this na great news. Why they say stars, not to stars for emoji. He said this na great news. A glady. Because me mama Sylvia Blinding been play a role for secure the release of the woman they are. Dr. Sylvia Blinding is here right now. Okay. There we go. He get the call. He don't come. Welcome, ma. I go like forget you now one day, if it possible. So, Alfred Commander say, under the post where Dr. Sylvia Blinding post say, Intel thank you to the police because the police release the woman them. We not sabi nothing. But somebody now be mislead them for make them woman then jump in a treat on the 4th of July. Alfred Commander, again a human rights lawyer in a salon, come under the post say, this is great news. I'm glad because waiting me mama Dr. Sylvia Blinding be play a role in securing the release of the woman they are. This is exactly waiting the law for Bilek. This is now Alfred Commander, the lawyer, the rights. He said same then day where the interest of peace and public safety now then kind here we want to see people then they do. That's waiting the role way lawyer Commander say Dr. Sylvia Blinding play. Where people and they do. Thank you for being a patriot. And so, Alfred Commander say to Dr. Sylvia Blinding. Then Dr. Sylvia Blinding can answer on that day. Me? The mama himself, eh? He say, I know the boast about the role where I play for ensure say this happen. Me papa got the heaven, now they see me work. Now that day, now important, me pikin. Ataya. Okay. So this time, mama and pikin be the talk. The mama no be want make the public know say, and be there on that day. Same be one left no more make God see say he do the thing on that, but the pikin can't talk and I do. So a lot of people become and tell thank you to Dr. Femi Claudius say he help for make them pull it woman then today. Under that same post day, Dr. Blyden, since you there, since you there now, do ya? Sarah Network, we self, we entertainment journalist. A day behind bars. Now they all, then be, it been go fed out the news, why LJ no be car cut one thing. So, a day behind bars. Like how you help, like how you help for make them pull lele they are help winner. Or entertainment journalist, they behind bars. They are ma. Help we there on the verge right now for make we appeal the case back. So if you're able for help we like I help the wire, help we. But still yet to need you now. With or without the help, we still want you for make you can talk small on this platform. So that day now one of the updates from the release of them people today. What should they try for say? Police say them go release Dr. Bright and Madam Femi Claudius School. Tattoo and wa. Then go release them. But they go for the report. They go for the report. They go for the report. Well, and they left to them. Sometimes I mean they not left there too. I mean they not left there it. Say because they no one for the report every day. Sometimes they no one sign the paper. Sometimes more. Hey, don't you forget for to go the star now. Not to go the star. Not to go the star, do ya? Okay. We they move. Who's how they go now? Things are the only alternative for today. Yes. Because that one for Honorable Abdul Kagbo and Honorable Gevao this morning, na 98, about the PI system, proportional representation. Hi! Honorable Gevao. I left so no more. If not been debates, I don't know who that will feel say come out day with flying colors. Pada explanation this morning. I like that. Oh, I think so for the talk because when I talk for the star, now the time they see the stars then they come. Well, I no go set much again. Look like say I need for the remind we. Alright. But they don't left the woman them. And Mem be I like that. Okay. Uswen wait small. Dr. Femi Claudius all right. Say I first this for Kaya. And a coincidence he meets with a discussing him. He say he always believe in God and na that one day intake as divine. And thanks for your kind words about hosting him. And it not go be for now. Oh, I think say something Dr. Silver Bladin. Because one time be day you been say you dey maybe that time they would don't miss her. Where be they give the media different places the way be they go for interview. So maybe we don't miss that one day. Alright, man. But we go they still knock na you do not. What would that thing they will ask for? I know she replied that side before we entertainment journalists. Since you help for them woman there, maybe you go able help for we own too. Okay. Yes, Usfriend, you get the platform, sir.
Yeah, thank you very much, Triple A. And thanks to all listeners and viewers them. And thanks to the source of information we will put together. Regarding this issue of waiting we values them as how long we don't they go out of order. And what I mean, they erode gradually. Them value will belong their historic values of peace, values how they sit down with the top case, na court, na barry. Values what we elders them they teach we for respect elders and know the rights of woman them and know that a woman that they was.
Usfriend, I want all you do quick do quick house cleaning now.
Okay,
yeah, quick. I don't know if I first this for Kaya, but I want to make you mind with words them. If I first this for ever can please mind your words. Yeah, with a block person. Everybody get rights to your opinion. Yeah, all man get rights to your opinion. So please, I dey beg you, because I see people them they come they use words them. We know say we know they use anaya against even Dr. Silver Blyden. We know they use anaya. So I ask you kindly respect yourself because they respect yourself naya. Yeah, we know they entertain Koso, you Koso they block you. Eh? Is the entertainment journalist among the 11 people them wouldn't be convicted alongside Large brother? Yes, ma. Yes, it is among them. It is among the people them way they behold. So please mind yourself. If not, we go block you. All right. Thank you. Continue, Usfriend.
Thank you very much, Triple A, and thanks for the good job what you do for censor the media. Yeah, we still try for some tolerance. Not only would they talk, but people like you look at from a different dimension. Now, in all would they talk, so they talk about value, how they maintain them, democracy, how you be able to take them into a boundary where, we just put a boundary, you take them to a level, in a high level where the values and they maintain them. Even when you transit, you must they change their behavior from one stage, then they grow in numbers and they grow in character, then they become acquainted to modernization. Now their values they don't erode gradually way they try for let people and they remind them for do. And when they see when they remind people how then they accept. Because if they don't remind somebody might say, I'm not having a mirror to get what they do. And there we are. But if we not they tolerate and know how we able for pass on with tolerance to other people and back, let us say we tolerate what we want, then it will be a problem always. So I bring about even this issue of the strike. So we look at, say, from a broad base where the method where people approach, we will say it wrong, the one they would are the protesters, but then get for look from the area where we don't go tie treaties and waiting at the values them we want for pull from that thing and the way we want for little people and go get or remind them and the one they want at the institutions. So when you look at the issue we don't trend now, you don't come where you see the people and the interview at the mainstream media. Now today we see how you begin for say in the mainstream media we see somebody when they ask about the state of the country, about how you feel, and in a broad base, how you feel safe, you get food, or you get you basic, or you feel as a human. Because I think that's all they try for ask them. You they feel as a human for live here. that was the way where the journalism try for put them in a form where it go able for expand in a different way. Not just for come I go buy in the market food, I can go back. That was not only day, but then they try for you feel okay, they feel fine for live here. And when they say a holistic way for look how they live, they look at all the social sector, they look at security. So that was what them they try for expand on. So when you trend there now, you see say back down point day, then they get for reach a point wherein even go to a point of defensive and praise. While then they try for expose something within the country, say this not right, but how wanna they handle them? So he say, well now I don't go out like the United Nations in what they for children's and other economic problem under the UNICEF. So in other words, then why then they push education, then they help and they observe how the technology they go, then they see how the education when they go during the lockdown or the pandemic law put in that way. So during that point then when they accept what in the government they do, then I praise. So but what in they try for ask now, what about this man when the man we don't go when Clement Vow this is not the rapporteur for the United Nations for Human Rights. He don't tweet, and during a tweet, he tweet while he been there for a meeting. That now you will go for remember first. The tweet where he been tweeting there for a campaign meeting will be there 4 headlines or 4 themes. But the tweet law go to run first. The tweet in reply say the man get to accept and understand within the culture within the salon they practice. What I mean for accept? You get for study for let you know so you will able to understand. Then when you understand for see it now, so you accept it, then they deal with kind of method of demonstration. We not to this one way a rapid one, it just the instant, just they go, but on a one way, then they accept it. You get to go through procedures and then not getting typed in, and then they encourage so that then the laws that they when are the section 17 by the Public Order Act and other things that would cover you for like do them thing there. So you see the picture where you get a picture first or the picture of for say now they get this appraisal. Well, the point will give you for say una accept this Maya in tweet, but remember the man now a branch from United Nations. And if you deal with the like just like saying you want for eat this drink the water or the soup, they charm the beef, or whatever you say, or the monkey, you don't want for it about the eating soup, or sorry, drinking soup to be more specific. But the point for the illustrator is that if you deal with an organization or the United Nations, and then why I don't accredit and they don't recognize and give standards, then when they get it and they do well, this organization, national human rights institutions and the CSOs, them they accredit them so that they go able BI for them at the countries and worldwide, so that they go able for move for the rights of women, them for the rights of protesters, even for the rights of the one them when of abortion, rape victims. So they've been getting things there during the meeting. It can happen, say this thing can happen. Now, saloon. So coincidentally, they say, oh, this will go for flagger straight off because the campaign what will they pan now? When that the CSOs and the national human rights institutions, they also will get a case study what don't come up. So now we add to this case study. So you see how it related. So it's not because they then just grab from what they want for Twitter. It coincides because there was a meeting them they go and then guess what? Then you have to engage woman in policing. How the woman then go engage in policing that woman then so then go able to forget decision will comment for the level of tackle sexual violence. That's now one. The second one for ensure unobstructed access to justice in the context of peaceful and protest demonstrations. Them when are the CSO they assigned for do that one day. The first one are law enforcement that then get for deal with that same day. The other third enforcement now for let hamper or let disturb the monitoring of any protest the way it go able for go so that if people then go able to get justice, then police are not go able for deter then defense system, we basically will contribute to something we will cause problem. In other words, then things and they been get when the whole meeting. The final one, that the military, they say they not for engage the military for do any policing of demonstration. So that team they are in the meeting when this thing can happen as alone. So you see how it coincide. So obviously, take as a case study, then just tweet. But the point one for draw line here, where the leaders they get for the understanding. When people and they talk to you, who are these people now, NGOs, developers, the one the way they can forecast let things go well, even though we can say well that then they can't spoil so, but it depends how they handle them. The point is, we know they are diplomatic. They no go come. Sometimes they even poke you the eye for say, oh, you can't do bad, but you can't pay them. No, they give for talk to you diplomatically. So sometimes when they tweet, when they go tell them go tweet properly, but there is a point where they go reach, then they bring the diplomacy, say na so una get for do. So now for that they can get a sub branch there, where they produce from the United Nations. Because UNICEF they can't help the children, quite clear. You get UNDP, then they help for other things. You get lots of factors and what they under United Nations. So these are a branch, what like what they say, the whip in the system. So this one are the rapporteur, they are the whips, what they talk for United Nations. So if they push them aside, say this man no know, then you become like an ironic process speech maker. If they can't for push them and they don't, when a man they talk, you push and down, then you they bring your own picture in a way where they try to make it like something where they say that this I believe say it be. And it sometimes get truth, but the truth not quoted one. Because this na bitter medicine the inside. You don't that sweet up. You charm inside. Na bitterness daily. Like a chloramphenicol. This is how it is. And that's not how nature should be. We can't forget the love. And then they try for sure say that love there for day. And when that love you share them within the nature. And what are the nature? The nature is the human beings, the way they govern, the one that we did, the surroundings, the society, then water, then everything. Now in United Nations they can't give enough food, FAO, so that then go people are not go hungry, then they not go fat. Then go make good road, so people are not go vex, they not go fat. So this is the aim of even the SDGs. So if one of the programs they try for tell the people them these values, what would they get for let them go match their own values, then all the time they confuse them, they just turn them up and down, left and right. It's not gonna work. This is the foundation of United Nations. They don't interfere now, and I believe say the point 100 them go they look again. Universal periodic review would have been due on the 12th of May last year. Then remember, then we don't give them recommendations when about 2:30 up to 6 o'clock evening time. Then we take Panam. So all these things that things and when they come for them put inside, let the country go before. Then finally now for come with the woman the issue where they don't do now all the left there. So I believe say until I say get people who they see tweet, we don't know if another one day they don't see. They say, well, let we go with this or the cries, and based on again with people who get at the country where they talk, then go listen. Because some people in like a heroic heart, they have to push them one, the crowd talk, they see street yonder, and then they see posting out grab when I like with mommy, he go talk, then Yeri then open the door. So there are a series of areas and go down pound. So I only hope say then go able to get the level of showing them things that people want to do. Let them know the dry say, know they do then. Now if then they ask them for do. But when then they come to public for accept it, it is difficult to know. Now hard task for let the global economy do so. But it's up to how you're gonna manage and able to bring down the people there so they will able to understand how we go able to get their share values there. We go able for make we country go able for go before we go get conflict, division, they not go there. We know we get at the nation, they will be able to get a kind of a healing system from all the deviance and the breakdown we don't get. So that we're able to build and go before, let God help the nation, help leaders, as I always say, so that we're able to get a peaceful transition in anything, development, how people and go they act, and how people and would communicate with one another. Because when you look at the nation it divided only because of when politics cannot change all the values there, but the values are there. The people and the marry, the people and the travel and the people and the settle here, people and do everything he say, and people and know how they for go to elders for complaint. But because of gradual erosion of political ideas in the camp, then people and they become victims, and then they react to the system and they bring this Lego nation and build up. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you very much, Usfrain.
Yeah, you're welcome. Yes, sir.
All right.